Hi traders, it's Chris here, head trader at the tradingmentors.com. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. This is the weekly Forex forecast for the 27th of November. Non-farm payroll again coming up. And this is the news for the coming week, which could have an impact on your positions. If you're holding any Monday, nothing going on. Tuesday, CB consumer confidence at 3 p.m. We'll be looking for that for members. Get ready for that. That could have an high impact on gold in particular. And Wednesday, we've got what's going on here? GDP. Massive news at 1:30 on Wednesday. Look out for that. Thursday, nothing really going on Thursday. And then Friday, we've got Thursday. Oh no, we have core PCE price index 130 on Thursday. So that is going to be massive, depending on the news coming out, of course. And then we've got Friday. It doesn't say anything about, it says employment change, but doesn't mention the non-farm payroll. So we'll have to look into that for next week. But that's the news for next week. One thing to spot here, I don't know if you spotted that here. Let me just highlight this. Every broker has to have a disclaimer. And in this particular broker, 75% of retail traders lose money. Some are 81%, some are 90%, it varies. But I'm going to show you how you can make money in the markets. As I've been doing it for over 30 years, we're going to have a lot of fun in the next few minutes. But put your feet up, let's do the market analysis for next week and see where the money is going to be made. A couple of things, if it's your first time into my YouTube account, then you're very welcome to have a look at this and see what I've been doing for the last 30 years. And in particular, parabolic trends are something which is really important to understand, where the big money is, the hypertrends, in addition to correlation. They're the two keys. And of course, so let's go over the results for last week. Pound USD, we had some great positions using high liquidity and trend lines and technical analysis, market structure, fair value gaps, and so on. So we had 250 pips there on that move, and on this pullback to high liquidity we had 121 pips, or 300 and whatever that is, a lot of pips. And let's go on to the US Canadian. A nice move on that one. I get to wait a while, but it went to target for 115 pips. Aussie yen hit our target Friday. Congratulations, coming into the high liquidity area and onto support. So this is a fantastic way to trade. Pound yen, a fantastic move on pound yen. We could have got more out of it. We had 129 pips on the way down. As it broke down, we got the sell signal on the charts, and then we had another 216 pips there. Pound Swiss, if I can get my head out of the way. A couple of positions there. Nice 81 pips there. We had a couple of moves on the pound Canadian. So congratulations to you guys there, as it came down into high liquidity areas and support, and 168 pips there. 123 pips there. So congratulations, fantastic moves for members. So if you want to become a member, just click on the link below. So this is the Advanced Pro charts. The Advanced Pro charts are very simple. They're very easy to use, and they tell you where the trend is going, whether it's parabolic, hypertrend to the downside or upside, red for sell, green for buy. It really is as simple as that. And we're looking for parabolic trends to the upside when it all goes green, and parabolic trends to the downside when it's red. Continued red for the DXY, so weaker dollar for this week coming, and the target for the DXY is 102.05. The other thing we use, we don't trade DXY, but we use it in terms of correlation for the US dollar. So euro dollar we're long, pound US dollar we're long, US yen we're short, US Swiss we may well be short at some stage. So it's very easy to see and to know which direction we're heading for. So this is the yen futures. This is fighting with the 50-day moving average, this black line, and this downtrend, massive downtrend in the yen. It's fighting against the tide with this. So we do expect further downside, but it's not parabolic, so it won't give us confirmation for the yen pairs quite yet. They are parabolic, some of them, but this is not correlating with it. However, this will probably slide down to 66.38, and if it continues down below this area, then this will be parabolic by then, down to 65.16. On to the Swiss franc futures. This again is a correlation indicator which we use. If the Swiss franc futures is strong, then, as it is, we have all the buys in, which is, this indicator tells us. So when it's all green, the price goes up. MACD confirms. We can see price structure, market structure is good. Price action is good. It's broken the support line, which was resistance. It's now support. So we do expect this to go up further. Any changes, of course, I'll let you know. What does this mean in terms of correlation? Well, if this goes up, then the Swiss pairs will go down. That is the correlation. If this continues up, then the Swiss yen, if I can find it, will probably go up. So that's the correlation. So as long as this holds on to market structure and we get price action, then of course, and volume of course, then this should go up to one, well, it needs to come over a bit. 11663. There's been a rally in the indices, most of them anyway, and the Dow leads the way, doesn't it? You can see this holding on to market structure to the upside, and this has broken the resistance line from here and now holding on to that support. So we do expect to pull back in the next few days and then move up to 35,680. All the buys are in. The rest of the indices are mixed at the moment. There's nothing parabolic, and we're interested in something that is trending for you to use the information so you can profit this week. Okay, and obviously if you a member, then obviously I'll analyze the markets every day during the New York session, and I'll be coming up with any trading ideas that look good. And if you're on the Forex Signal group, then of course I'll be posting the signals as well. This is the FTSE 100, and all the buys are in, so fantastic. MACD is confirmed. We have market structure to the upside, so further upside move is likely. It's fighting with the 50-day moving average at the moment, so as long as it holds on to that market structure, then we can expect this to go higher. And so this is a good trade to look out for. 7685 is the target. Gold is parabolic to the upside, even though if the price has been sideways pretty much for the last 2 or 3 days. It's not really gone anywhere at all. But as long as it holds on to this market structure here, as you can see, there's a massive trend line here. All the buyers are in on the advanced pro charts, and the MACD's just turned over, and we have market structure here. So further upside is highly likely. However, there is a trend line here, if you can see, that acting as resistance, but the trend is usually much stronger than any kind of resistance if it's going to continue. The DXY falling down, which is parabolic to the downside, down to 102, will drive gold higher. Target 2065. Euro dollar, and again correlation is really important, along with parabolic trends. Understanding those two things will give you the power to make better decisions. Most people don't understand it. Most people don't trade it. Most people aren't able to hold on to their positions long enough to make decent profits. Most people pull out too soon, in other words. That's where 71% or 81%, whatever the broker says, are losing money. And by using the parabolic trends in association with correlation and other factors, gives you the edge, and therefore you become one of the top 20% that are left making regular profits. Now, if you want to become one of those that want to be one of the top 5% in the world, then you need to understand liquidity, FVG, support lines, and all that kind of thing to get the better trades, the high value trades that the professionals trade. So if you want to trade like an institution, then we just use the liquidity lines, liquidity areas where the institutions are getting in. Most people don't use these correctly. Most people don't use them at all. So that's why they lose. So if you want to become the top 1% in the world, and it's possible, then of course you need to improve your performance in terms of high value trade. So in other words, let me show you the Aussie yen. This is a very high value trade. This was 43 pips, actually it was slightly narrower than that thing, but let's say it's 41 pips. At the point into liquidity, we didn't wait for anything else. This was a pending order at 76.90 if I remember rightly. And of course it bounced straight off liquidity and then went to target. This was a 3.8 risk to reward and happened to hit target within a few days and banked 157 pips with a 40 pip stop. Very high value trade, so better to get to know how to do that along with parabolic trends in association to correlation. So the euro dollar, further upside momentum, so any kind of pullback down to liquidity is going to bounce and then head for 11200. Do not ignore this opportunity. Similar situation for the pound USD. Congratulations this week who traded the pound USD. Fantastic profits. And as price broke the 50-day moving average, that's a bit of a clue, isn't it? And all the buyers are in. Happy days. Hello. So now you can just wait for the price to pull back. So any kind of pullback to support, it may not even come back that far. But the target for this week is 12858. Put it over there. 12858. Let me get that right. Okay, so I like round figures. So you don't go for 12858, you go for 12850. Do not miss these trading opportunities, guys. This is really important. Once you have correlation, DXY into a parabolic trend to the downside, then of course what you're seeing, remember correlation, the Swiss franc is strong. Let's go back to that just to remind you. Swiss franc is strong to the buyers to the upside. DXY, US dollar, is very weak. Therefore, the US Swiss is a bit of a no-brainer, isn't it? Now, it doesn't mean it's going to go in a straight line. It never does. So there is going to be a pullback down to probably about 88.90. Currently 88.12. So look for that. I'm going to move my... That's my alert we'll throw into the VIP room. Once we get into that kind of area, you're looking for a swing high in order to get into liquidity areas where the price actually bounces and heads for 87.06. Make that 0.10. If you remember, then you're going to have a lot of fun this week. There's going to be some great moves and it's going to be very exciting indeed. So get ready for this. US yen, we're already short this. It's not doing much at the moment. Pretty slight sideways in the last few days, but nonetheless very, very weak. And as we can see, we have a parabolic trend to the downside. This is a push back up to resistance, dead on resistance at the moment, where we expect to roll over in the next few days. So look out for that. Fantastic opportunity down to 145.20. Congratulations if you had the US Canadian sniper trade in the Forex Signal group. Everyone's having a lot of fun in that room. So, and hopefully you're getting those trades and being successful. Keep me posted how you're doing. If you've got any questions, let me know. That's what I'm here for. I am your mentor. So please use me. So this is the US Canadian. We're expecting a pullback back up to this resistance area and this trend line. And therefore 136.76 is a nice number to look out for. 136.24 it finished on, so it's not much to go. So any kind of pullback on Monday, we'll be looking to sell this urgently, and I'll let you know when it goes live. And 135.27 is the number. Of course, if the US Canadian is going down, Aussie USD goes up. Just choose one. Don't trade both. But you can, of course, do what you like, but double your risk seems a bit pointless. Any kind of pullback on the Aussie USD, we have parabolic trend to the upside. We have market structure. We are going to have price action as it pulls down to support, and then we're expecting the price to go up to 68.62. We had a fantastic week with the yens, didn't we? Way over 400 pips last week, which was great in addition to everything else. So fantastic move. And of course, if you want to make 1,000 pips per week, you need to trade them all. So, but just be aware that your money management needs to be very good indeed. So Aussie yen now has gone parabolic to the upside, so we can change this color, and we're only looking for buys, and so has the pound yen. Euro yen has not gone parabolic, so they're the two to watch this week. So this is the Aussie yen. As long as it holds on to market structure, which I think it will, this trend line, then of course it's going to continue and slide up. Target 99.34. Then there's a little bit of resistance, and then we expect it to retrace for another great opportunity into a liquidity zone, and then up to 102.79. Big move coming. Now I hope everybody is selling pound yen. Being a bit flippant there, but the 81% of people who lose money will be selling pound yen. It is parabolic now, so only looking for buys. We have market structure, which indicates further upside momentum is likely. So any kind of pullback, we are looking for buys only. We hit our target of 184.59 some time ago, but nonetheless, oh, that was the pullback. Yeah, 184.59 was the pullback into the trend line, and now the target now is 197.50. Look out for this. Congratulations if you have traded the pound Canadian in the last couple of weeks. We had a fantastic time, way over 600 pips on this pair alone. So don't be surprised if you make a lot of money, because that's what we do. The target's 172.40, and I'll show you why. There's a big trend line there, as you can see, a triple top if you like, almost. So we do expect that to be strong resistance. So we'll be looking out for that once it hits it. But our target is 172.40, still in it, I believe, and 171.85 it finished on. So there's another opportunity. If it does pull back again, there's another opportunity to get a nice sniper trade on this one with a very high risk to reward. So understanding parabolics, understanding correlation, understanding liquidity values and high value trading will actually help your trading immensely. Understanding all those things is really important to your trading career. So if you want to become a member, that's free. Join below on the link below, free for 14 days. If you want the signals, that's free for 7 days. You can give it a go or not, totally up to you. So things to watch out for: pound yen to the upside, look for a pullback. Aussie yen to the upside, Aussie USD to the upside, US Canadian to the downside. That is parabolic now, so that needs to go red. US yen to the downside, US Swiss to the downside, pound USD to the upside, euro dollar to the upside, gold to the upside, UK FTSE 100 to the upside, and the Dow Jones to the upside, but I prefer the FTSE 100 personally. Good trading this week, guys. Have a good weekend.